Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back after the break. For those joining late, my name is Hussain Khan and we're showing you a 3-part documentary of a research team based in London. This team has just received the Nobel Prize for their path-breaking contributions to the field of medicine, specifically AIDS research. This disease, as we know, affects the immune system. The first case was recognized by the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, in 1981. Considered a pandemic, this disease has had a large impact on the society, both as a disease and as a means for social discrimination. We'll continue mapping the journey of this relentless team in search of their miracle cure, from the early years of disappointment to the final breakthrough.
Doctor, what are the chances?
Please tell me I can conceive after the treatment.
Mrs. Mehra, your cancer has spread to many body parts. Hodgkin's lymphoma is curable even in stage 2, but I'm afraid
Doctor,
that...
I've researched about so many women who bounce back and have children once their treatment is done. Why are you being so skeptical?
Why don't you tell us specifically what the treatment is about and what my chances of becoming a mother are?
As it stands, you have 8 chemotherapy and 19 radiation sessions to begin with. There are a few cancerous tumors dangerously close to your ovaries. I'm afraid that after the radiation, you may not be able to conceive, but right now, your health is of prime importance.
Can we go for some sort of a fertility treatment?
Yes. Why can't we do something like that? I'm sure there has to be some treatment that supports that here in the Middle East. Or else, we can go anywhere for the treatment. America, Canada, Australia, anywhere. Just name it.
Yeah, and we're not even particular about the gender. It just doesn't matter. Any child is okay. Boy, girl, it just doesn't matter. All we want is a healthy baby, that's all. You've got to help us, doctor. You've got to help us.
As a woman, I'm sure you can understand what I'm going through. So many people have been coming up to me and praying for me and showing their concern. Deep down, I don't care about the cancer. I just want to be a mother someday. You've got to help me, doctor.
I understand, but a lot depends on how your body responds as well. Just stay positive and let's take this one step at a time, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Kamini's pregnant again. Nice. Congratulations, Rajveer. Rajveer is saying you will soon be the father of 5 children.
I don't know. It's a mixed feeling. I already have 4 daughters. This one must be a boy.
Why do you need a boy?
Come on, Kamal. You know how it is here in India. Who will carry forward my family name? Who will take charge of my business and family properties?
Relax, Rajveer. I was only asking you because Kamini is already so weak after giving birth to 4 children. You should really take care of her health as well. I mean, it's just not possible to have a dozen children anymore.
We've tried everything we could to conceive a boy child. My mother made her eat bananas, plenty of salty snacks and cereals during all 4 pregnancies, yet nothing. This time, our family astrologer has given her an amulet to wear, which was prepared after days of penance. Let's hope this does the trick.
I don't understand really. How can an educated man like you say such things? What has happened to you?
You don't know because I've never said anything. Every goddamn day my mother doesn't fail to remind me how our illustrious family name will come to a screeching halt because there is no male heir. For the last 12 years, and with the birth of every girl child, I've had to see her sullen face. It's so goddamn frustrating. And what's wrong in what she's asking for? She just wants a grandson, damn it.
It's really so strange. I mean, I know that your family is illustrious and wealthy, and you need an heir, but then why don't you think of adopting an orphan? A boy child? Rajveer, way you do some social service as well.
Do you even know what you're talking about? Who knows what bloodline that child comes from? He could be the son of a prostitute. Come up with better suggestions, for heaven's sake.
This way your girls will grow up feeling like their birth was a crime. Have you ever thought about that?
What nonsense! You, my friend, have 2 sons, and that's why you don't know how it feels. My cousins, who are always jealous of me, have now found a fabulous reason to taunt me, and all because of my wretched wife. The last time, we were playing cards and I was losing. You know what they were telling me? Why don't you pawn away all your properties? At least that way it'll remain in the family, or else my sons-in-law will get to enjoy my money. Now why should I let that happen? Why? Why? I absolutely will not let it happen. Until she is alive, come hell or high water, she will give me a son.
What if it's a girl again this time around?
I'll kill her. I'll kill that goddamn baby.
RV144 vaccine. The revolutionary RV144, which changed the course of medical history. In its initial years, it was found to reduce the risk of transmission by up to 30%. Today, this vaccine is available even in the most impoverished areas of the world and can reduce the risk of transmission by up to 50%. In a recent statistic published by the United Nations, today in 2011, there are 3.1 million less deaths than what there were a decade ago. This, my friends, is a large achievement for mankind. Coming up after the break, we will have an up-close and personal interview with the Nobel laureate who will share with us the importance of never losing hope. Got it? Good shot.
Mr. Rajveer Singh, congratulations, it's a 5th baby girl.
Take the child and kill her. Give her to my manservant. He knows what to do. He'll take care of it.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Good afternoon, come in. Mrs. Mehra, how are you feeling after your last treatment?
I'm feeling much better.
And what about the side effects?
Oh, she doesn't care for the side effects anymore. What with the baby in our lives now?
Yes, I can see. Congratulations. What a cute baby.
Thank you, we feel blessed. Now I can dedicate my entire life to my baby girl.
But I don't understand. How did all this happen?
Well, you see, a few weeks ago, I got a call from our maid who was in India on her annual vacation. She's been with us for many years and is practically like family. Her husband works as a manservant for a wealthy couple in their town. The wealthy couple already had 4 girls, and when they had their 5th, they... Can you believe it? They wanted to kill the girl.
It's so disgusting that in today's day and age, girl children are not just discriminated, but killed in cold blood.
Thankfully, the husband took the child home, and our maid called us to see if we were interested in adopting the baby.
I wish these people knew that there were couples like us that hoped against hope to just have one child.
It's really shocking. What has the world come to? But like they say, all's well that ends well. By the way, what did you name her?
Her name's Pooja. Pooja Mehra.
Dr. Pooja Mehra, the Nobel laureate who led her team towards invaluable contributions for humankind to cherish, will now join us for an exclusive interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Pooja Mehra.
Save the girl child.
She may save 1,000 lives tomorrow.